Hey everybody, and welcome to another installment of CustoMego Creations. I know it's been a while since I've done an episode of this. My inspiration to do customs ebbs and flows, and I've basically been re-inspired to do a few things. This week's installment is about the SuperFriends. One of the more interesting aspects of the old 70s SuperFriends television show was they were constantly transforming the SuperFriends into different things. Hobbits, Wizard of Oz, Wild West characters. And I've noticed that other customizers, particularly Austin Huff, who has an enviable long list of creations, was taking on some of these wackier ideas, and he kind of inspired me to try and find something to do with this. Now, Figures Toy themselves are making a lot of variants, like the Universe of Evil and Dead Superman and Legion of Doom as the superheroes. So I was looking for something really off the beaten path. I finally settled on an episode of the SuperFriends called The Brain Machine. This episode kind of freaked me out as a kid. This guy turns himself into a big-brained, highly evolved creature, similar to David McCallum in the Outer Limits episode, The Sixth Finger, where this is probably based on. And of course he gets the idea that everyone should be like him. This is a running theme on the SuperFriends, and it's unfortunately also the plot of the Amazing Spider-Man movie. So, in the course of doing battle with him, Wonder Woman gets transformed into an evil, evolved brain person who also feels that everyone should be like him. I just remember being kind of freaked out by this episode as a kid, and I thought it would be a really fun custom. Now, I made a few mistakes while doing this, so here, let's do a little montage of exactly what I did to create Brain Machine Wonder Woman. For starters, I hit up Wonder Woman's head with a heat gun, then gently with a scalpel cut across the top of her head to give her sort of a frontal lobotomy. Then I took 2-part Apoxie Sculpt, one of my favorite sculpting tools, and began to fill in her head and began to sculpt that sort of enlarged cranium and brow that she had. This took about 2 days to dry, and I want to give one bit of advice. This would have looked a lot better for me if I had have mixed those just slightly better. Always take the time to mix this stuff correctly. I also accidentally singed her hair with the heat gun trying to get this to dry. That's another mistake I made, and I hope you don't make it. I wish I had used a hairdryer instead of my heat gun. Once dry, I used some very fine sandpaper I got at the hobby store to smooth out her features. Then I painted her with first using a coat of white just as a primer, and then I chose to use Citadel Minature Paint because they have several versions of flesh, and I really like the way they go on the figure itself. I mixed it to match as best I could, painted the eyes with just yellow acrylic, then I accentuated her eye line with a black Gundam marker. These are really valuable, and if your hobby store has them, I highly recommend them. After that, I scanned the artwork from the evil Wonder Woman and made her own card utilizing some screen caps. So there you have it, my evil brain machine Wonder Woman. I wish I hadn't made those mistakes, but all in all, I still really like the figure itself. It's what I wanted to do, and it was a lot of fun to do it. What SuperFriends custom should I do next? Tell me in the comments below. You can hit me up at Twitter at Mega Museum. We have a Facebook group for customs called Mega Museum CustoMego, where we'd love to have you. And of course, you can always hit me up at the forums at megamuseum.com. If you would like to submit a tip or do a guest shot on this or show a custom recipe, please drop me a line. The original intention of this series was it to be a collaborative effort by the community itself, so I am looking for guest hosts. Until next time, thanks for watching and have fun.